Welcome to Beyond Vision Mindset, where we help you unlock your true potential. Confidence is the foundation of everything we do, but many of us unknowingly engage in habits that slowly erode it. Today, we're going to uncover 9 bad habits that destroy your confidence and how you can replace them with habits that empower you. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset and hit the notification bell so you never miss content that helps you become the best version of yourself. If you find value in this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us grow and reach more people. Now, let's get started. 1. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is one of the most destructive habits you can cultivate. It is a constant inner dialogue that criticizes and belittles your abilities. These thoughts might seem small at first, but over time, they undermine your self-esteem and prevent you from taking action. Why is negative self-talk so harmful? It keeps you trapped in a loop of self-doubt, making you question your worth and ability. The more you criticize yourself, the less likely you are to pursue new opportunities, leading to stagnation. Instead of celebrating your strengths, you focus on your flaws, which weakens your confidence. Imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and only seeing your imperfections. This is what negative self-talk does. It distorts how you view yourself, making it harder to see your potential. Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." To challenge negative self-talk, you must examine those beliefs and question their validity. Are they true? Are they helpful? Likely, the answer is no. A young woman dreamed of becoming a writer but constantly told herself her work wasn't good enough. After seeking help, she was advised to focus on progress, not perfection. By embracing small victories, she eventually gained the confidence to share her work, and in doing so, her writing flourished. To overcome negative self-talk, practice positive affirmations. Remind yourself daily of your strengths, achievements, and potential. Shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Reflective exercise. Write down 3 things you admire about yourself. Whenever negative thoughts arise, refer back to these affirmations to reinforce your self-worth. 2. Comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is a surefire way to destroy your confidence. Social media and society constantly encourage us to measure ourselves against others, but this only leads to feelings of inadequacy. Why is comparison so harmful? It diverts your focus away from your own growth and puts unnecessary pressure on you to keep up with everyone else. When you compare, you focus on others' successes rather than your own progress, causing dissatisfaction and jealousy. Imagine running a race but constantly looking at the person next to you. Focusing on their speed distracts you from your own rhythm, slowing you down. Comparison works the same way. It pulls your attention away from your own journey. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Be satisfied with what you have, and seek nothing more." By embracing gratitude for your own path, you remove the temptation to compare and instead celebrate your progress. A successful entrepreneur once struggled with comparing himself to others in the industry. After refocusing on his own strengths and unique approach, he built a thriving business. Comparison faded when he realized the value of his own authentic journey. To overcome comparison, track your own progress and celebrate small wins. Focus on your personal growth instead of measuring yourself against others. Reflective exercise. Write down 1 area of growth you've experienced this year. Celebrate that achievement, no matter how small, as a personal victory. 3. Procrastination. Procrastination is a silent confidence killer. It often feels like the most comfortable choice, but in reality, it only drains your self-assurance and increases stress. Why is procrastination so harmful? It keeps you stuck in a cycle of inaction, reinforcing feelings of failure and inadequacy. Every time you delay a task, you reinforce the belief that you're not capable of success. This further erodes your confidence and makes it harder to take on new challenges. Procrastination is like a thick fog that clouds your ability to see the path ahead. Every time you delay, the fog grows denser, making it harder to take that first step. Aristotle once said, "The more you delay, the less likely you are to act. The longer you wait, the further you move away from your goals and from growing your confidence." A man who wanted to start a business kept putting off his plans, fearing failure. One day, he took a small action. He made a phone call to an expert in his field. That single step shifted his mindset, and eventually, his business was up and running. Procrastination only halted his progress until he took action. To overcome procrastination, break tasks into manageable chunks. Commit to completing one small step and build momentum from there. Reflective exercise. Identify one task you've been avoiding. Set a timer for 10 minutes and begin working on it. Often, starting is the hardest part. 4. Seeking external validation. Relying on others for validation can be damaging to your self-confidence. While it's natural to seek approval, depending too much on others for your sense of worth leaves you feeling powerless. Why is seeking external validation harmful? It causes you to base your self-worth on the opinions of others. This undermines your confidence because you're constantly seeking approval rather than trusting your own judgment. It creates a cycle of dependency, where your self-esteem fluctuates with others' approval or disapproval. Imagine trying to stand tall but relying on someone else to hold you up. Without their support, you feel unstable. That's how your confidence feels when it depends on external validation. A singer who was obsessed with gaining praise eventually realized that her worth wasn't dependent on applause. By performing for herself and staying true to her own values, she regained her confidence and flourished. To overcome this habit, build internal validation by focusing on your values and achievements. When you trust yourself, you no longer need others' approval to feel confident. Reflective exercise. Identify 3 personal values that define your self-worth. Regularly remind yourself of these values to reinforce your inner confidence. 5. Fear of failure. The fear of failure keeps you stuck in place. It prevents you from trying new things and inhibits growth, leaving you feeling stagnant and unsure of yourself. Why is the fear of failure harmful? It paralyzes you, making you avoid challenges for fear of not succeeding. Every time you let fear dictate your actions, you miss out on valuable opportunities and experiences that could build your confidence. Failure is often seen as a setback, but in reality, it's a powerful teacher. Each failure brings valuable lessons and helps you grow stronger and more resilient. Plato believed that knowledge comes from experience, and failure is a vital part of that learning process. Failure isn't an enemy, it's a teacher. An entrepreneur who faced failure many times shared, "Every failure taught me something important. Without them, I wouldn't have the business I have today." To overcome the fear of failure, reframe failure as feedback. See mistakes as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than setbacks. Reflective exercise. Think of a time when a failure taught you something valuable. Write down how you grew from that experience. 6. Perfectionism. Perfectionism may seem like a desire for excellence, but it's often a destructive force that prevents you from making progress. The pursuit of perfection keeps you stuck, waiting for conditions to be just right before taking action. Why is perfectionism so harmful? It paralyzes action and leads to unnecessary delays. You constantly feel like your work isn't good enough, causing you to put things off indefinitely. Perfectionism also creates stress and burnout, as the pursuit of unattainable standards erodes your mental and physical well-being. Imagine trying to climb a mountain with a heavy backpack filled with unnecessary items. The weight of perfectionism slows your progress and makes the journey harder. Letting go of perfectionism lightens the load and helps you focus on progress instead. Seneca wisely said, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away. Time lost to perfectionism can never be regained." A young artist, afraid of imperfection, never finished a piece of art. Her mentor encouraged her to embrace the flaws, and by doing so, she found her true voice as an artist. Through imperfection, her confidence grew. To overcome perfectionism, shift your focus from perfection to progress. Set realistic goals, embrace the process, and allow yourself to make mistakes along the way. Reflective exercise. Identify one area in your life where perfectionism holds you back. Set a realistic goal and take the first step, embracing imperfection as part of the process. 7. Avoiding challenges. Avoiding challenges is another habit that destroys confidence. By staying in your comfort zone, you deprive yourself of the opportunity to grow and strengthen your belief in your abilities. Why is avoiding challenges harmful? It keeps you stagnant and prevents you from building new skills. Every time you avoid a challenge, you reinforce the belief that you're incapable of handling new experiences, which only weakens your confidence. Avoiding challenges is like staying in a small, safe space when there's a whole world of opportunities outside. Growth happens when you step out of that space and face challenges head-on. As Helen Keller once said, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Challenges are the adventures that help you grow and build confidence. A man once struggled to speak in public, avoiding it at all costs. But when he forced himself to speak at a small event, his confidence grew. Each challenge he faced helped him become a better speaker and more confident. To overcome the habit of avoiding challenges, embrace small risks each day. Gradually step outside your comfort zone, and you'll discover a wealth of untapped potential. Reflective exercise. Choose one small challenge that you've been avoiding. Commit to taking one small step toward it today. 8. Not setting boundaries. Failing to set boundaries can severely undermine your confidence. Without boundaries, you allow others to dictate your time, energy, and even your self-worth. Why is not setting boundaries harmful? It causes burnout, resentment, and a lack of control. When you don't establish clear limits, you end up sacrificing your needs to please others, which diminishes your confidence. Imagine trying to fill a cup with water, but you never stop pouring. Eventually, the cup overflows. Without boundaries, you allow yourself to be drained, leaving you empty and drained. Brené Brown emphasizes the importance of boundaries for self-respect and personal growth. Healthy boundaries protect your confidence and keep you emotionally strong. A woman struggled with saying no to others' demands, feeling guilty whenever she did. Over time, she learned to establish clear boundaries, allowing her to prioritize her well-being and build a stronger sense of self. To establish boundaries, be clear about your limits and communicate them confidently. Respect yourself enough to say no when necessary. Reflective exercise. Identify one area in your life where you need to set a boundary. Practice saying no today to reinforce your confidence and self-respect. 9. Fear of rejection. Fear of rejection holds many people back from putting themselves out there, leading to missed opportunities and a decline in confidence. Why is fear of rejection harmful? It keeps you from taking chances and sharing your true self. The fear of being rejected or judged stops you from speaking up, applying for opportunities, or taking risks. Fear of rejection is like a locked door. Until you try the handle, you'll never know whether the door is open or closed. Rejection is a part of life, but it doesn't define your worth. As Maya Angelou wisely said, we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Rejection is just a temporary setback, not a reflection of your worth. A job seeker was constantly rejected, but each time he learned something new and improved his approach. Eventually, his persistence paid off, and he landed the job. Rejection helped him refine his skills and build resilience. To overcome the fear of rejection, embrace it as a natural part of life. Keep trying, learning, and growing, knowing that rejection doesn't define your value. Reflective exercise. Recall a time when you were rejected but didn't give up. Write down how that experience helped you grow and become more resilient. Thank you for tuning in today at Beyond Vision Mindset. If you've been with us before, we're so glad to have you back, and if you're new here, we hope you found something valuable to help you unlock your full potential. Remember, confidence is built one habit at a time, and breaking these 9 bad habits will empower you to move forward with strength and purpose. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss any of our content. Don't forget to like and share this video with someone who could use a confidence boost. Let's grow this amazing Beyond Vision Mindset community together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.